The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on Tom's Radio Toronto are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of Tom's Radio Toronto or its staff. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment and general information only, in the hope that they will be entertaining and informative to listeners. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate in any way any disease or condition or to promote any specific lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice, nor is the information presented necessarily accurate or verifiable.
We're back. Don't Regular Toronto is back with our sports talk. Your friend Wanda here with my partner, DJ Owen Fox. So come on around, greet your friends and listeners.
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Sports Talk. Yeah, this is where we discuss everything sports, everything um, NBA, MLB, anything in between sports stuff.
Everything that sports lovers or sports bar wants to discuss with us, but to know happening in sports, not only here, other countries as well. But
Yeah.
of course, yes, Owen.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
But of course, let's discuss first the wrapping up on the Olympics, 2020 Olympics in Tokyo.
Yes.
How was Kenya standing in the medal? Tabi?
Kenya had a total of I think 10 medals. Not I think it was a total of 10 medals. Four gold, four silver, two bronze.
Wow, four gold, four silver. How was it in comparison with the last Olympics medal tally?
Last Olympics they had a total of 16.
16.
Yes.
Oh,
So
it's less. But of course, as I was watching it, especially the long distance running,
mhm.
is the Kenyan runners preparing the men's and the women's marathon. They were won by Kenyan runners.
Yes, those are primarily their races, and especially for the guy, he was defending his Olympic title.
The guy, yes.
Yeah, so it was a good one. They looked comfortable, although it was hotter than the last one,
Yeah.
but they were able to get things going and do good.
But the Canadian runner placed ninth. He's the top 10 for the first time we had a runner there in
Yeah.
the top 10.
Hmm.
While in the women's division, of course, two Kenyan, one and two, and an American won the bronze in the marathon for women.
Yes.
I didn't surprise that American I sneak in as the third placer or the bronze medalist.
Yeah. I read about her. She has really been training hard ever since she was like in high school. So it's a dream come true for her. So I think when you look at America and the people who win their medals for them, it's more about personal development. Yeah, it's usually about personal development and it makes them perform at a high level, and also the facilities that's available to them, and the allowances also motivate them. Yeah,
The gold medalists in the Philippines, we have one gold,
yeah,
two silver,
mhm,
one bronze. The
yes,
first time that our country won a gold medal in the Olympics.
hmm,
And as far as winning the medals,
yeah,
our government is giving them a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
in incentives. But the gold medalist in the Philippines, our weightlifter,
First one.
Aidelin Diaz,
Yes, yeah.
he's assured of not less than 50 million pesos.
That's
Actually, it's around 1 million US dollar.
mm-hmm.
That's cut into houses.
Oh wow.
In
That
your country, you won 4 gold medals.
mm-hmm.
That worth around hundreds of thousands of millions of your money.
Uh,
Incentives.
yeah, they're given allowances. They're given the government pays them an allowance, some up to half a million Kenyan shillings, and then uh, what else? They're given contracts. Some of them are given jobs in the government as well, and then obviously the endorsements that come from
Endorsement,
local
yes.
companies. Yes, yeah.
Most of our national athletes are member of the armed forces of the Philippines. The gold medalist is a member of Philippine Navy, I think,
Yeah.
and they were given a monthly salary aside,
Mm-hmm.
of course, from being a member of the national team.
Yes.
Another monthly allowances for them.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. It's the same. It's almost same for us too. Like most of the athletes, they're usually in the either in the armed forces
Yeah,
or
military.
yeah, or they're policemen. Um, and there's also a fair number who are just regular civilians, but quite a number of them are in the military or in the police force. Yeah.
Here in Canada, I believe they're being sponsored by big companies. Well, our national athletes, especially those track and field and other team events,
Mm-hmm.
they're being bankrolled by a big companies like BAT,
Mm-hmm.
of course, like RBC spent millions in sending some athletes
Yeah.
up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I don't know if they're being taken by the military here, like in the Philippines or in your country. Most athletes in the national team are given jobs in the military, right?
Yes. I don't think they give them jobs. They usually already in the military. Um, they're usually already in the military because I think you cannot really give somebody a job in the military because it has to start with training, right?
You
So
also
yeah.
you are in the military
Mhm.
for being a national athlete.
Yeah, because even in the military they train to run, they train to athletics is part of the military, and they even have they have games, they have military games. So even before the national qualifiers they have military games, then they have the national qualifiers, and then that leads them to the continental championship and then the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost the same in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Then congratulations to Kenya,
Yes.
but you have a lesser medal pool now.
Yeah, we have a lesser medal hold. We were number one in Africa, number 19 overall in the world, and it's really good to see. Even after not winning most of the all the competitions that you usually win, they still did good.
It's not that anyway. King of the roads are still Kenyans. You know, as far as I am concerned, because they once really the marathon.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Mhm.
again, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Congratulations to the Philippines for first gold medal. That was very, very impressive.
And the boxing, 3 medals in boxing event.
That is awesome.
2 silver and 1 bronze.
Mhm.
And they only sent 4 boxers.
Oh, so they all came. Three of
Only
them.
one, 3 or 4.
So four boxers and three came home with medals.
Yes.
That is
One,
amazing.
2 silvers and 1 bronze.
That is amazing.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
First time that the Philippines has done that,
Mm-hmm.
bringing home a gold 2 silver and 1 bronze.
That is excellent.
Yes. Well, that's our Olympic wrap-up. And of course, Owen,
Mm-hmm.
August 24 to September 5 would be the
The
Paralympic
Paralympics,
Games.
yes.
Are you sending athletes there?
We are sending, I think it's only 2 athletes. Yeah, just 2. And I'm not sure exactly what competition they're going for, but it's only 2 athletes from
Yeah, the
Kenya.
Philippines is sending 6
Okay.
athletes.
Uh-huh.
On the speaker, Taekwondo, I forgot the other. 2
Mhm.
swimmers, I believe.
Okay.
And that using wheelchair, I don't know. But athletics, because there are athletics
Races.
events for wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Taekwondo.
Okay.
All right, and we hope you 2 athletes will win together with our 6
Hopefully, we'll
athletes.
wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to our topic number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Canada, women's soccer team won the gold
That was
over Sweden.
yes.
There's a festivity here in Canada celebrating the
Mhm.
first time that our soccer team, women's soccer team, even the men's soccer, win a gold in the Olympics.
Yes.
And we are ecstatic about it.
Everyone's happy about it. For me, it started when they beat the US.
Correct.
I was so happy for them. I was happy for Canada as a country because at some point, to be honest, the US needs to be shut down for a little bit for other countries to prosper, you know? So it was impressive, and then the game with Sweden, it was a very good game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The game was decided in the shootout.
yes, yeah,
Yes, and of course, one of the biggest factors here
hmm
is probably the support being extended by our government and the private sector.
yes, yes. They're really encouraged by the government and even the citizens. The number of people who are just awake to watch the game, it was impressive. Even they actually commented that probably all of Canada was there watching the game. You know,
And of course, we are Canadians. We love them, right?
exactly. Correct. Yeah.
Well, now, the question now here is
Mhm.
what Christine Sinclair has been saying.
Mhm.
Normally, Christine has been at the Olympics for 4 times already.
Mhm.
So she's retiring from the national team.
Yes.
But we know that she is a member of a professional league in America.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, she wants to have,
Professional league here.
yes, a professional women's soccer league in Canada. And we will be discussing that when we return after some words from our friends.
Our company is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our clients in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters. We focus on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf.
Yes, we're back. This is Mondatol with my co-host DJ Owen Faxim. And of course, we are discussing about the possible creation or organizations of the first women soccer league in Canada. What's your take on this, DJ?
Honestly, to for anything to develop, they need to have a soccer league that goes all the way to even girls who are under 10, so that there's a
Uh-huh.
development
Correct.
program in place.
Youth program, right? It'll start
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
And possibly they have to find at least not less than 10 to 15 big time company who love soccer for women to
Yes.
form and organize a team of their own, probably 9 or 10 from the different provinces, right?
That's right. So they need to find a way, just the same way they have the major. I mean, in American football, they have the Canadian League,
Yes.
CFL. They should consider having a soccer league for
Uh-huh.
both men and women that is actually, very competitive. Because most of the Canadian soccer players, men and women, they end up playing in the league in the US.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
yeah, so if it would be nice if they have a league of their own here.
Correct. A league of their own. It's like baseball league before.
Yes.
When only men's were playing baseball until such time that the women's league called a league of their own.
Yes.
Yes, and of course they could do that here in Canada. The first thing that I am suggesting them to do is to contact the federal government whose minister is there a minister of sports here to contact them. Start the league with the semi-professional league so that the government could inject financial aid and other support that the league needs, right?
Yes. And I honestly, Canada has in terms of the financial power to run the league.
Uh-huh.
The only problem is to have organized within the league, to have people who are competent, people who are really can be able to manage the league and the teams.
Yes, of course, there's this lady, Diana Matheson, as I said, and of course, Christine Sinclair,
Yes.
two veteran soccer player from Canada who could possibly initiate the creation of this women's soccer league in our country. And of course, with these two ladies, probably the sponsors will be coming in.
Yeah.
How many banks do we have here? Actually, in the provinces, we have 9 provinces here in Canada, plus the major cities. Of course, they will be naming the
Teams, yeah.
to the city, the major city in its provinces, like what they did in major soccer league, right? The Toronto FC, the Toronto Football Club,
Yes.
probably right.
Uh-huh.
And it takes a while, of course, to create and organize such kind of big league, right?
Yeah. So yeah, for example, like the MLS, right? MLS,
Uh-huh.
for it to be, the size that it is, the magnitude and for it to command the following that it has, it takes a lot of years and it takes a lot of
Yes.
money, especially from the clubs. Like for example, Toronto FC, the guys who won Toronto FC, Maple Leaf Sports,
Yes.
they pump in a lot of money.
Correct.
So, like you said, when we get they get sponsors, big companies to sponsor them, and then the government to come in and just facilitate the whole league, it should be good. And they organize themselves to, teach these kids from when they're like babies, like an under 10 league, and then they should have an under 15,
Uh-huh.
under 18, and under 21 before,
Yes.
they have to join that major league.
Well, it's like this the soccer game. We have, as I said, the MLS. And but they have a youth program now in every community here. They have a small league wherein young children as aged 6, 7, 8, 9 playing in the league. Of course, 6 to 8 or 8 to 12,
Yes.
the different kind of leagues in preparation for a bigger one. Of course, that's where the women's soccer league could possibly start. Create some young or youth soccer program for these young girls to start with. That's why I am suggesting they create first the semi-professional league, wherein all semi-professional team would have the youth team engaging in another youth soccer games, right?
That would be nice. Honestly, they have what it takes. Canada's soccer has really developed, and
Yes, correct.
the fact that they've been, a force to reckon with in the Olympics for the last few years,
Uh-huh.
it means that it's time. If they didn't have one, if there was no conversation about that kind of league, everyone should start talking about it and push the government and any stakeholders
Ah,
to feel,
correct.
yeah.
It is open to all Canadians. Of course, all the communities. What they have to do, as I'm suggesting, is that contact the minister, rather the Ministry of Sports in Canada, and give them the proposal. I know the Ministry of Sports here will definitely study it and probably inject some financial assistance that it could give. It is youth development,
Yes.
The girls, of course, only for girls, of league of their own, as you said.
Yeah, they need to have it. It's about time.
Yes. All right, and we hope that Diana Mattison and Christine Sinclair, they have the same vision that of creating a somewhat unique league of their own, a women's professional soccer league here in Canada, open to all nationalities, so immigrants or Canadians or resident of Canada. So mga young girls, start now watching this. It will come to a reality, right?
Yeah, and those are the best people to champion that because they've been players.
Mm-hmm.
They've seen the struggles of players. They've seen how the coaches struggle with everything.
Uh-huh.
So they're the best people to champion that, and they should be given that job to oversee the formation of that league.
Yes. Imagine our best players are playing in the U.S. team in their league. Yeah, of course. Sinclair is playing for the United States. Portland Turns FC in the U.S., a National Women's Soccer League. What if they create our own league here in Canada? Those U.S. players would come to us, right? All right. Of course, going to our last topic, of course, most requested discussion, the NBA trades. What's the latest here that you know, DJ?
Who now? Dennis Schroeder going to the Celtics.
Okay.
DeMar DeRozan going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Who else?
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, biggest one of all. It's sad. It's a really sad.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry goes-
We hate it, but
He deserves it. He deserves
Of course.
it too. Because honestly, there was no room for him here anymore.
because Lowry gave Toronto its first crown, and he wants probably, and his family, to enjoy the heat in Miami. That's why.
They've really been here for the last 8 years.
Yes, 7, 8, 9 years here in Toronto. And of course, the family lives in Philadelphia. Yeah, it's so cold during winter. So they chose Miami, probably upon the prodding of Lori's wife and children. Let's go somewhere else. What are the teams that offer you? They look at Miami. And besides, Lori, we know, is a friend of Butler.
Jimmy Buckets.
All right.
Call him Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Bucket. Because of his surname. Oh.
No, during the All-Star game
All-Star game,
the
yeah.
other year, the All-Star game that was in where was this? I think it was was it the one in Charlotte?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were really close, and they were doing activities together. So that friendship is going to bud. It's going to
They're buddy actually. The first one that Lori has a very tight and close relationship is DeMar DeRozan, right? In Toronto during the Toronto days. But of course, the two buddies were not able to give Toronto the title. That's right after DeRozan was traded with Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green that the Toronto became the world champion in basketball. Where is DeRozan again going?
DeRozan is going to Chicago.
Yes, Chicago. And I thought all the while DeRozan and Lori will be going to LA Lakers, right?
Yeah, a lot of people speculated that.
Yes. Even I speculated it. And the two buddies will be playing together with LeBron and Anthony. But unluckily, and I don't know what could you say about the transfer of Russell Westbrook to the Lakers?
Russell Westbrook, he is a beast. He's a worker.
Uh-huh.
He's going to give that team that explosiveness that it needs, right? It's a good move for him.
Uh-huh.
He's,
For him, right?
yeah, I think he's one of the only people who have moved to LA right now that
Yeah, correct.
are going to fit in that team properly.
I think it's worth it in exchange for Kyle Kuzma, rather Kuzma, Pope, and who is the other guy?
Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yeah, Harris, the sixth man who came from Clippers only to be traded by Lakers again. Anyway, I think that's worth it. And of course, Lakers, so what could you say about adding the two old veterans in Melo?
I think they're the same class, same draft class. So I think they want to finish together. Hopefully, make history by becoming the oldest team to win the
Yes.
championship.
Average age, 35. Oh, Howard is back.
Yeah,
Because the big man, the Superman.
yeah, he's back. Trevor Ariza is in that.
Ariza is still there. He's really good from the outside, you know.
So it's going to be a team. A lot of young guys are going to find hard to play with because they're actually older people that have more experience.
Yes, correct. You know what? A lot of friends, my buddies, sports writer from the Philippines, they were asking me what could I say about the transfer of the old Cowboys to LA Lakers. Because they know I dig, of course, Toronto. I'm here in Toronto. And they congratulated me when our Raptors won the NBA title. Now they know that I was rooting for LA last season and for Milwaukee Bucks in the championship. Okay, I said the LA Lakers would give them the hell of a fight because even if these old Warriors, so the old Warriors, comprise the LA Lakers core, it's so hard to beat them now. What could you say about it? And you still digs the Phoenix Sun, I know.
Yeah, it's funny because this is what I'm thinking. First of all, I feel like even if they make the playoffs,
Uh-huh.
they're not gonna make it past the second round.
Oh, really?
Yes, because there's some things that are not guaranteed with a team, right?
Uh-huh.
Not guaranteed that all of them are going to play at a high level.
Oh,
Guaranteed of health, right?
injury?
There might be injuries. Just the same
Okay.
way there were injuries last season with what's his name not being able to play well. Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, of course.
LeBron had an injury, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
if all of them end up being healthy and play at a high level, yes, they're going to get it. But you're not guaranteed of that. Another thing is
Uh-huh.
The new way of coaching is the coaches. See how Nick Nurse coaches.
Uh-huh.
They study a team and
Correct.
they formulate.
They scout the team.
Yeah, they formulate different plays when they are facing different teams, and that's
Correct.
how the new age coaching is going to beat these guys because the team is old. There's even Gasol is there. Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony played so good.
No, he's good. No, he's good. He can, at his age now, he
Yeah.
can still. And remember, he did not play for a few seasons.
Yes.
When he did not have a team.
Because nobody gets his services.
So, and he can still give you a good 23 points a night.
Yes.
So,
In a 15-minute, 20 minutes a game.
plays, yes.
But I think that's the reason why the president of LA get the services of these old warriors, and get the so many who hits. And probably the coach Vogel would just shuffle the time for this player. They could put Anthony Davis, take a rest for some time, 5-10 minutes. There's Ariza there. There's Carmelo Anthony there who play both positions played by, and then that's why they took him. They took these guys to give ample time of rest to Anthony Davis because let's admit it, Anthony Davis is injury prone now. It's so hard to return the original Anthony Davis to himself right now. That's why they took these guys who are willing to take the risk of playing more time coming from Anthony Davis sitting down there at the bench. To rest him to entering into the playoff. If all these guys play the same thing that they will be given to them by Vogel, I'm telling you, they will be featuring in the death with, I think now is the LA Clippers.
Yeah. The West really looks.
It's a strong division,
It is a strong division, but now the funny thing about how the NBA is set up is the West will take care of itself, and they'll bring us the winners. So the East will bring the winners.
They're all...
It's a high time to start looking at which teams are good in the East. I'm seeing right now. You know Kendrick Nunn?
Yes, he's playing for Lakers now.
Oh my God!
See, this has been telling you.
Nah, this is too much. They have how many? They have almost 6 point guards.
Yeah.
They have 3 centers. They have about this is LeBron. They have Talent Tucker.
Uh-huh.
Shooting guards. Power forward.
They are almost complete. A complete team now with none going to Lakers. Huh, I told you.
Markieff Morris is still there.
Uh-huh.
Malik Monk is there too.
Monk is there.
Oh my word! That's just
I'm telling you, LA Lakers spend so much money for this kind of team. Of course, they are being tagged now as the oldest team in the NBA. Who cares?
they're really looking for that.
Yes.
championship. But anyway, I honestly hope and pray that they do not even pass I hope they don't even make the playoffs.
The only team that I think that could prevent this from LA Lakers to win another division title is LA Clippers and Dallas Mavericks. You know how much Cuban gave Doncic?
Yeah, so
$207 million. My God, the highest ever.
these people are.
Oh, Doncic is so young at 21. And look how he played. He played for his national team and almost beat the U.S. there. It's Slovenia, right? Oh my goodness.
We'll see how this pans out.
Uh-huh.
I am ready to sit down and watch the league this coming.
Yes.
But this kind of beefing up of teams should be discouraged because now the
Uh-huh.
stay there for
Yeah,
a year
correct.
or two, and then they be bought out by the team with the most money.
Yeah,
So it's going to make the NBA such a money-oriented league, which is not good.
correct. Look at New York, one of the highest rank team. Huh? And okay, when we have to take a break, and when we come back, what do you think is the chances or the chance of Milwaukee Bucks to defend its title? When we come back, we will be talking about that.
Our company is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our clients in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters. We focus on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf.
We're back, Sports Talk with Mondatol and my co-host, partner, DJ Owen Foxos. Well, going back to what we were discussing a while ago, well, the chances of the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks, how would you rate and fare to the coming 2021-2022 season? Could they defend their title?
They could,
Uh-huh.
just because
With their present lineup, I don't think they have some new acquisitions. They even lost PJ Tucker. Yes.
you know, it gets to a point. I think just having that championship pedigree, just
Okay.
having that experience,
Mhm.
most recent experience of being in a championship run, can motivate you to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So they could go far. They could go far into the playoffs, and
Okay.
you never know. They could work magic and win the championship again. I would never discount a defending champion from going to repeat the championship.
That's what happened to Los Angeles Lakers. They were the defending champion, but they failed to advance to the playoff.
And like I said, it was because of injury.
Injury.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So if everyone stays healthy, PJ Tucker, he was big in the championship.
Uh-huh.
Run.
Very big.
Yeah.
Although he stands only around 6'7", eh?
Yeah. No, he's good. He's a good.
Did you know that he also played for Toronto Raptors before? For one season, PJ Tucker played with the Raptors.
Yes.
Uh-huh. But he played for Houston Rockets and nothing happened there. That's why he agreed in transferring to Milwaukee.
Yeah. He was so lucky to join that Milwaukee team.
Yes, very lucky.
He gets a championship, and a lot of those guys who left Houston just end up
Nothing.
even the best of the best players. So,
Yes, previously they are good. But they failed to win any title, you know. Even if the Bird and Russell were playing for them, that's the biggest blunder of all time. Although the Rockets spent so much for these two. Anyways, in the East, Milwaukee, Brooklyn could give them the scare and the heart attack simply because the Nets are now well aware of each other's games, the players, adding Patty Mills. Why do you think the Nets got Patty Mills, even if they have already Kyrie Irving?
I think they just needed a veteran.
A backup for Irving?
A veteran who is sure of his game,
Yeah. And who could shoot from the tray?
Exactly. So he is going to add some. He's going to add some experience to the
Correct.
and the guards that are there.
But there is only one leader, and that is Kyrie Irving. Patty Mills was acting as the leader of his team before.
Yeah.
Anyways, probably Patty Mills will give it up to Kyrie Irving.
You never know. The way they're doing things nowadays is very different.
Correct.
And Kyrie has been going through some personal issues.
Yes.
So maybe as a team, they're thinking about, getting somebody who has a strong mind,
Uh-huh.
because what's his name? Kyrie has really been struggling with some mental.
You know, Irving has a personal problem. That's why he was not able to play his old self. If he wants to score, he could score. Nobody could stop this guy. He's like Superman before. During the Cleveland days with LeBron James. Oh, boy. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving give Cleveland his first title in 50 years. We don't know what's the personal problem of Kyrie, family or a mental health issue. We couldn't say. We don't know.
You never know.
Yeah,
It could easily be mental health, and
probably.
it's really affecting a lot of these players.
Yes.
And it comes in different forms. So, as a league, the NBA should really consider advocating for mental health and making them know that it is okay to be a player and struggle with these things and talk about them.
And you know what? Brooklyn Nets has Kevin Durant. Nobody could stop Kevin Durant. If he wants to score, he's so skinny, but look, he stands around 6'10", 6'11", right? Reminding me of one of the finest slot man in the Philippine Basketball Associations before, the PBA, which I covered for so many years before coming here. Mr. Ramon Fernandez. He stand around 6'4", 6'5", very skinny. But nobody could stop him. Nobody could even lift his or bang him at the center. If he's like a nail. Mon Fernandez, he's now a commissioner in the Philippine Sports Commission, a government a sports agency. He was taken by the president as one of the commissioners, and he's watching us right now because he's a friend of mine, very close. Yes, Mr. Ramon Fernandez Tocayo, thank you very much for supporting us. And he's my friend, Owen Foxus, who is from Kenya, who plays rugby and other sports as well. So he stands around 6'2", and weighs around half of your weight. Of course, my friend Mon Fernandez, he even ran for senator. And I was there to help him. Unluckily, he lost. And one of the best basketball players together with my Tocayo Mon Fernandez is the big J himself, Robert Jaworski Jr. He's the legend in the Philippines together with my friend Mon Fernandez. Nice. All right. What about the team of Michael Jordan? What do you think of the Charlotte?
Charlotte still has
A potential team? Probably.
right now, not really.
But they could not possibly find the right combination to give the team a winning performances. Or,
Right now, they need Michael Jordan needs to consider.
yeah, he's one of the greatest player that.
He is building a team from the bottom. That's what I got from him. He's trying to see if he can bring the young guys and help
Yes.
them grow. But that is the Lakers are going to spoil that because Malik Monk is gone now.
Yes.
Consider if another guy, Miles Bridges, if they don't give him good money, the Lakers are gonna
Yeah,
get
money talks in sports, precisely. In baseball, in basketball, in soccer, in football, money talks.
but it's pretty much messing up the league
Yeah.
and the fun of it.
Imagine $207 million for Luka Doncic.
He's only what, 22?
22. This forever player there. Oh, Mark Cuban will not let Doncic go to other team. He will be spending fortune to hold his neck. Yeah. And of course, Porzingis will not be going to another team. Renewing is, that's a good combination. A 7'3" and a 6'8" player of that caliber, right?
They've been working well together.
They just need two more. A very, very veteran playmaker, shooter, and another substitution for Porzingis. One 6'10", 6'11", in the mold of Kevin Durant probably. Will give Dallas Mavericks another championship. Remember, Dallas was a champion of the NBA before. Oh yeah, 2011. I forgot was no. Yeah, I forgot the players that played with the winning team in 2011. Is Vince Carter with the team now? Before? Could you confirm it? No, I think Vince Carter was not a member of any championship then. Although he was one of the known and popular NBA player. When he won the dunking contest, right? And when he played for the U.S. and he slammed the ball over the head of a